Get ready to explore a lot of what the base game has to offer, because we're going to look at 27 base game gameplay ideas to help you make the most of it. While some ideas here might be smaller side activities, others can be a complete focus for your household. Also note that this is probably a little more tailored to beginner players, and that there will be a part 2 with more base game ideas coming because, well, the base game is pretty big. And with that, let's kick things off with unlocking the hidden grilled cheese aspiration. This secret aspiration pops up after you eat 3 grilled cheese sandwiches in a row, and you better believe it involves your sim being ridiculously obsessed with grilled cheese. To be fair, you can't really go wrong when cheese is involved. Completing this aspiration involves eating a lot of grilled cheese and even talking to the Grim Reaper about it, so it can be a little bit of a challenge. Finishing the aspiration will reward you with the Melt Master trait, allowing you to summon grilled cheese sandwiches out of thin air and paint grilled cheese paintings. Yes, we're taking art to a whole new level here. The next idea is to complete aspirations more generally. There are lots of base game aspirations which can help guide and direct your gameplay, offering your sims something to work towards. Upon completion, each aspiration offers a rather powerful reward trait. For example, completing the Master Chef aspiration will see sims always make excellent quality food that never spoils, whereas completing the Soulmate aspiration will see sims unlock the Companion trait, giving sims special interactions with their life companion. Next up, it's time to visit the hidden world of the Sylvan Glade in Willow Creek. You can get here by interacting with the tree to the northeast of the Crit Cabana lot in Willow Creek within the Foundry Cove area. After a few repeated interactions, a small cave will open up which you can explore. Then select the following options. Firstly, follow the sound, then follow downstream, then enter the mist, and finally travel to Glade. Bam, you're there. The hidden world is gorgeous and feels like a hideout for fairies, and we do love the fairy vibes. It can make for a beautiful proposal spot for your sims, or you can simply visit it to go fishing or steal a few plants for your own garden. All in all, it's a great area to know about in the base game. Moving on to the fourth idea, which is to explore the Forgotten Grotto. That's right, we're not done with hidden worlds just yet. This one has 2 entrances and will require a sim with level 10 handiness to enter. One entrance is behind the Landgrab's home or the Affluista mansion if you booted the Landgrabs from your game. The other entrance is all the way back behind the Desert Bloom Park. Break the entrance open and select the following. Firstly, take the wide path, then climb the ladder. After that, step onto the ledge, and finally travel to the Forgotten Grotto. The grotto is another incredible spot for a romantic proposal, and you can even just hang out there, fish, and pick up some collectibles from around the area. The 5th gameplay idea is to breed frogs. You can easily find frogs by searching for them in ponds, which are located in the main parks of both Willow Creek and Oasis Springs. And if you click on the frogs in your inventory while having multiple different types, then you can actually breed frogs to get different kinds. It's a little bit cute, and I'm all for living your best life as a frog breeder. Moving on to the next idea, which is completing collections. The frog collection is one, but there are lots of base game collections that you can put your mind to completing, from crystals to medals, MySim trophies, postcards, space prints, and more. Having your sim work towards a collection can be a great little side activity for them, and they can choose a collection based on what kind of sim they are. For example, maybe a science-minded sim will choose to collect metals or elements. Alternatively, you could even have a single sim whose aim is to complete lots of different collections. And that brings us to the next idea, which is to create a collection museum. Base game museums are a little bit basic, but you can always spruce them up yourself. You could have sims who have completed collections visit a museum to drop off what they found, and make a collection museum kind of like a little town project in which lots of your sims can contribute to. Moving on now, and it's time to blast off into space. That's right, rocket ships are base game friendly, and you can buy and build one before heading off on space missions. These are text-based adventures that can see you gain both money and a wide range of collectibles, such as space rocks, aliens, and fossils. They can be quite a lot of fun, and space missions are a great tie-in with the astronaut career that comes with the base game too. Next up is to make a space museum. Note that I'll have a link to a guide with more museum ideas in the description. A base game friendly museum could include a communal rocket ship, which while actually absurd, somehow feels completely reasonable in The Sims 4. You could also add in Space Rock, Alien, Crystal and Space Prince collections to the museum, as well as the backyard observatory where Sims can look up into space and observe that day or nighttime sky. The 10th idea is crafting your own furniture. Using the woodworking bench and the handiness skill, Sims can gain the ability to make a range of different objects that you can display around your home, from tables and chairs to sculptures, planters and even toilets and bathtubs. You can use these in your own home or you can sell them for a tidy profit. It's great for if you're going for a wooden or kind of industrial feel. Upgrading your home is next. Leveling the handiness skill will allow you to upgrade a lot of objects around the home, such as cooking appliances, bathroom objects, electronics, and even beds, making them perform better or even becoming self-cleaning or unbreakable. Upgrade parts needed to perform these upgrades can easily be bought online using a computer. Next, we're turning our attention to everyone's favorite or least favorite plant, being the cowplant. You will need a cowplant berry to grow a cowplant, and you can get one in the base game randomly from fishing and digging for treasure, or more reliably through gardening by grafting a dragon fruit and a snapdragon plant together. Opening rare seed packets at level 10 gardening is an expensive but easy way to get a cowplant berry too. Grow your plant and then you can either feed it regular food or try and grab the slice of cake it sticks out when hungry, which will see the cowplant devour you almost as quickly as I devour lasagna. Do this once and you'll be spat out and given a negative moodlet. Be careful though, because if you do this twice in a row without waiting for the negative moodlet to clear, then the cowplant will eat and kill your sim. Whether a sim is spat out or eaten, a cowplant will be able to be milked afterwards, providing an essence that drinking gives a strong moodlet for whatever the sim who was eaten was feeling at the time. If the cowplant kills a sim when eating them, then they can be milked for their essence of life, which will add a little bit of time onto your sim's lifespan. Moving on now to gardening. That's right, it's not all about the cowplant. There are lots of plants that you can grow in the base game, and it's worth noting that gardening is one of the best ways to make money in the game, particularly if you plant and grow dragon fruit. Of course, you grow whatever floats your boat. If you want to grow daisies and basil, then you grow daisies and basil. Playing as a plant sim is next, and we're done with plants after this, I promise. For this, firstly buy the magical plant sim stump, and then at level 10 gardening you can buy rare plant packets in which opening will give you a chance of getting magical beans. Buy and open these until you have all 6 different types, and then place them on the stump before watering it to turn it into a gorgeous magical tree. You can then explore this tree to get the forbidden fruit of the plant sim, in which eating will turn your sim into a plant sim for 5 days. These sims need lots of sunlight and they have the ability to absorb solar energy from plants to fill their hunger need. Now it wouldn't feel right to make this video without a mention of drowning sims in pools. Let's be honest, we've all done it. For this, you'll need to build a pool and then have your sim head in for a dip. However, sims are smarter in The Sims 4 and they can get out without a ladder. I know, it's like evolution or something. Thankfully, they haven't learnt how to climb fences, so simply build a fence around the pool that the sim is swimming in and soon after, they will drown. Mission complete. Next up is cheating death. If another nearby sim has a death flower on them when the Grim Reaper comes to claim a life, then they can exchange the flower with the Grim Reaper to save a sim's life. If a sim has passed away, then there are also 2 base game friendly ways to resurrect them, being to have them eat ambrosia or read their own book of life. Note that I'll have links to guides on getting a death flower, as well as ambrosia and the book of life in the description. On to the 17th idea, which is to start a legacy family. This challenge was created by Pinstar, and put simply, it involves moving a single founder sim into a massive lot with very little money and having them build up their money, wealth and family, playing through 10 generations of family life. It can be a really fun way to play, and I'll have a link to the official challenge in the description. The next idea ties in with the legacy challenge, which is to play the Not So Berry legacy challenge that was created by Lilsimsie. Here, each heir or generation must represent a different color and must complete a different career and aspiration during their lifespan. Often they'll need to max certain skills or have additional restrictions added in too. I'll have a link to Lilsimsie's challenge in the description as well. Next up, grab your instruments because we're going busking. After you reach level 3 in a musical instrument skill such as guitar, violin or piano, then you'll be able to play it in public. And Sims will often come up to you and pay you a small amount of money for your efforts, increasing as your skill level in the instrument you're playing increases. In a similar vein, for number 20 we're writing and licensing songs. At level 8 of an instrument skill, you'll be able to use it to write a song, and at level 9 you can use your mailbox to license that song. You can license one song per week per instrument for ongoing royalties, which can be a really nice way to make some money. The next idea is to become an author. You can use a computer to practice the writing skill and then write and publish books of your choice for ongoing royalties. There's a lot of flexibility in this idea too, seeing as you can choose the title and genres of the books that you write, meaning that you can become almost any kind of author that you want to be. The 22nd idea is to play as a transgender sim. Now while it's not perfect, in Create a Sim near the male and female icons, you'll notice 3 little dots. Clicking this will open up the custom gender settings. This allows you to choose whether your sim has a masculine or feminine frame, their clothing preferences, whether or not that sim can become pregnant, and whether or not they can use a toilet while standing. Now I hope you like baking because we're making cupcakes next. If you buy the Cupcake Factory, then your sims will be able to use it to create a range of cupcakes, with more being unlocked as your sim's cooking level increases. What's even better is that if they turn out excellent quality, then the option to sell them to the local bakery for some money will appear, meaning that it can make for a great side hustle to earn a few extra simoleons. Next is to play as a professional chef. You can enter the culinary career for this before specializing by going into the chef branch, making a living from cooking. When you reach level 8 in the career and you are a sous chef, then you'll also gain the ability to write cookbooks, which can be an additional source of income and help your sim to grow their profile. The 25th idea is to throw a birthday party. That's right, don't go aging up normally, age up in style by using your phone to throw a birthday party event and blow out the birthday candles with all of your Sims' loved ones present. If you host a gold event, then you'll even be rewarded with some objects, such as birthday balloons, depending on how the party goes. Now jump on your treadmills, or rather run on them because jumping on them would be weird and potentially dangerous. It's time to become a fitness fanatic. By working out and training on various machines, you can have your sim become super buff and even head to the gym for group training sessions. Sims can even consider the bodybuilder aspiration or the athletic career to round out this lifestyle. And the 27th and final gameplay idea is to become an artist. Painting on an easel or a digitalistic sketchpad can be a lot of fun, with heaps of different paintings to create. If your sim is experiencing a specific emotion, such as being flirty or angry, then they can even bring to life emotional paintings, such as flirty or angry paintings, which can influence the mood of nearby sims. At level 3 of the painting skill, you'll also gain access to the painting from reference feature. This is an awesome ability which allows your sim to take a snapshot and paint whatever they see. This opens up the door for your sims to become different types of artists, such as a landscape or portrait artist. And we've reached the end. That's 27 base game gameplay ideas to help you make the most of what the game has to offer without expansion packs. If you enjoyed or found this helpful, then please subscribe or leave a like. I would really appreciate it, and have an amazing day. See you later.